Disruptive businesses cause changes and bring innovations. Look around you. How many disruptive businesses can you see inside your house, out on the streets, at your workplace? How have they affected your lives? This is a 420-word text about disruptive businesses, levels pre-intermediate up. In 1995, Harvard University's Clayton Christensen was the first to use the term disruptive innovation. He used the term to explain how new businesses sometimes cause the end of old ones. For example, think about cars and horses. The first cars did not disrupt or change people's habits around using horses for transportation. Why? The reason is that the first cars were too expensive. Only the wealthiest people could afford one. But this changed with Henry Ford's introduction of his Model T cars in 1908. His joke was that you could have one in any color that you wanted, as long as it was black. This was part of his secret to success. He standardized production and used assembly lines. Early cars' handmade production took a long time for the highly skilled workers. But Ford produced cars quickly by having each worker's job limited to adding one small part, for example, one wheel. When Ford's cheap cars became available, the use of horses for daily transportation began to disappear. What will replace cars? Right now, there are already self-driving cars and electric cars. Like the first cars, they are also very expensive. But if prices become cheaper, many people will choose them. Many industries' experiences with disruptive innovation are similar. For example, most homes once had one or more landline phones connected to the wall by electrical wires. Similar phones were common on street corners, but new mobile prices quickly dropped. That is from almost $4,000 in 1983. Now, many homes do not have landline phones. Instead, each family member has a mobile phone. With any disruptive innovation's new technology, there is usually something different and better. The Internet's introduction of email is a bigger disruption. Before email, people mostly wrote letters, sometimes several each day. The British mathematician Bertrand Russell, who lived from 1872 to 1970, for example, wrote more than 30,000 letters. When email began as a way for a group of university professors to share scientific information, they realized it was also a good way to share personal information. Email's popularity quickly grew. It was much faster than sending a letter, and you could include files with it, such as photos, music, and video. People still write letters, but fewer and fewer. Now, many innovators look at email and other technologies to find ways to disrupt them. Twitter's 140-character format, for example, meets a need for people to share what they are doing at the moment. Others try to do the same with short video messages. It is certain that disruptive innovations will continue to appear.